Hey, what up? What up? I'm gonna ruffle a lot of feathers probably with this video, and I'm not gonna be able to go all the way deep in on this one, but I might be able to break it down in other videos and stuff like this. But before we can make change in this country they call America, we got to deal with the root of where all the problems are coming from. And I used to ask the question a long time ago, which was, why do white folks hate black folks so much? Is it really about the skin color, or is it something deeper? And when you look at the situations between black and white people, it's got to be something deeper. It's got to be more than just surface level. Even though there's differences, physical differences and stuff like that. Black folks can tolerate sunlight and, tolerate sunlight more than white folks. Black folks may got, kinky hair. White folks got the straighter hair. That's on the surface. Underneath the surface, something happened. And because of what happened years and years ago, that is why I truly believe we are in the predicament that we are in now today. And I'm talking about the black people. We are in the situation that we are in today because of what our ancestors did, and we are paying the price for it. And things will not improve for us until, first and foremost, we be honest and own up to the mistakes that our ancestors made. That's one of the reasons why I feel like we're suffering so bad the way we are. I understand there are hateful people. There's white folks that are hateful. They don't want to see unity amongst black people. They don't want to see unity between blacks and whites, or blacks with anybody for that matter. They just want the black people to be wiped out, eliminated, and whatever else that they desire for us. But you got to be very mature. You got to get to a very courageous position to accept the truth. And I read this book in college, and I took it in humanities. I believe it was humanities 1 or 2, whatever one I took. And the assignment we had to take was to read Frankenstein and write a paper on it. I read the book, and it was one of the most interesting books I ever read. But when I read the book, I think maybe a couple chapters in, something told me that this is the story of the black man and the white man. I've heard a lot of different perspectives and opinions on how white folks came into existence and why they are the way that they are, why they have lighter skin, why they can't deal with the sun, and this, that, and the other. And truth be told, I truly believe that at one particular time, black people did rule this planet. We called the shots. We laid down the laws of the land, and we were the ones that were respected highly, and we civilized the white folks. There's a lot of things that you can research, a lot of material out there to back all of this up. But the biggest mistake I believe that was made was casting these people away. We hear all the time that black people have been slaves. We done suffered all of these many years, and we need reparations and all of this, right? And we have suffered. We don't get equal opportunities in the land that we were born in, wherever that is. No matter what land mass on this planet, we don't get no type of equal opportunity like others get. But when you look at the situation, we cast them out first. In the story Frankenstein, the scientist or whatnot, he creates Frankenstein. And Frankenstein, when he's brought to life by this scientist, it freaks him out. He's scared. He runs out of there and he abandons the first white man. Just follow me, okay? This is how I seen the story Frankenstein. That the scientist was a black man and Frankenstein was a white man. Okay? That was made from whatever, leftover body parts and limbs or whatever the case, however it went, right? But truth of the matter is, they come from us. You know, they come from us. But did we receive them and treat them like we treat another black man? Or did we see them as, oh, they look different? You know, the hair is different. The color is different. All of that is different. So they're not one of us. Therefore, you cannot be with us. You go to the mountains. Stay away from us. Otherwise, we'll kill you on sight. You know, Frankenstein was abandoned by his first master, his first creator. And Frankenstein became a madman. He became enraged. So he killed. He stole. Jealousy was initiated because Frankenstein envied the way other people looked, and he didn't look the same way. You know, they had nice stuff. You know, I mean, love and, you know, and get together and party, and he's just on the outskirts. So I'm not going to go all the way into the story, but eventually the scientists realized that, you know what, Frankenstein is just, he's a madman. I got to do something. This is my responsibility. So he created the woman, Frankenstein. And that helped for a little bit because he had a companion and, you know, but all it did was create a partner. You know, Frankenstein and his companion, they ended up, you know, working together. But my point in saying this is that our ancestors are to blame for the predicament that we are in today. We are the first discriminators, the first haters, you know, and no matter how different they look from us, a lot of them just wanted approval, man. They just wanted to be accepted. They wanted understanding. Is it truly their fault that they're recessive or they can't tolerate the sunlight? You see them, they got to get tans and all of this stuff. That's unfortunate, man. I mean, I don't tease them about that kind of stuff, man. Maybe at one time period, but as you mature and gain knowledge and understanding, you realize that anger comes from hurt. These people have been hurt for years. Generation after generation, they have seen us as their enemy because we created that situation. We did not accept them as our family. You know, we treated them as animals. You know? Yes, they may have been came in and lacked a lot of the abilities that we lack, black people, but yet they were still people. And did we treat them like human beings or did we treat them like animals? That's the question. And if the answer is we treated them like animals, then when you look at our situation, we're getting treated like animals or treated like we don't, you know, matter, like black lives don't matter. Did white lives matter at that time period? When we first, you know, birthed them into existence. So that's the question that has to be answered. And we have to stop acting like we're the victims. Okay? And don't get me wrong, a lot of us are. We are the victims. We are mistreated. We are discriminated against. There is racism and hate and all of that. But who started it? We got to be honest before we can have change in our own land. Okay? Because a lot of us keep pretending like we ain't like we perfect. And that it's just white man this, white man that. But we got to deal with the truth of the matter is that we fucked up at some point in history. And we got to be honest about this stuff, man. Get all the facts, get all the truth, and realize that things won't change until we change and be honest first about what actually happened back in the days and why we are in the situation that we are in today. But I will be back with more related to this. Like I said, I know this is going to ruffle a lot of feathers because some people have a high ego, they're prideful, and they don't want to admit the truth. They just want to deal with certain things that is going to make them feel good or whatever is more comfortable for them. But I will be back. I'm the Black Horseman. Thank y'all for watching the video.